Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the third episode of the Main Event Breakdown. I am one half of your host, Dawson, and I am here with the other half of your host,
Carson.
And today, we're going to be discussing Friday Night SmackDown, February 6th, 2026.
I thought this was a fantastic episode
Dude.
of SmackDown. The SmackDown before the Rumble was a little lackluster. I understand we were building into the Royal Rumble. Didn't want to give a huge surprise, because a lot of stuff was happening the night after. But that episode of SmackDown, I was really bored, sat on my phone a lot. But this one was pretty entertaining for the most part.
Yeah, I would agree. Should have aired this sucker on Comedy Central. I tell you what, there were some stellar jokes, especially right at the beginning.
We started off with a bang.
We did. Well, Drew started off with a bang, actually.
Yeah.
His ass beat by Cody.
Yeah, well, we starts with Drew McIntyre walking in. We think we're going to have him come down, give a speech. All of a sudden, he gets attacked by Cody. And then Cody comes down and actually gives his speech, in which he lays the line of, I didn't get the nickname Raheem for no reason.
Yeah, because
speaking on the Roman
Punk confrontation. He said
supposed
what measuring contest. So he brings up, I didn't get the nickname Raheem. I'm glad he mentioned that. I'm glad he referenced it.
It was funny.
It was
hilarious. It was great.
But then he kind of just goes on and yaps about the typical stuff. He doesn't get his freebie rematch.
Yeah.
He's got to earn it. So he's going to go in, win the Elimination Chamber.
Which he's got to qualify for.
Yeah. Which I'm kind of interested to see because I don't know how many. I guess I quite don't remember because there's what, 5?
There's six people in the chamber, 4 in pods to start the match.
So you'll do 3.
3 on Raw, 3 on SmackDown.
So I guarantee you, since we saw Randy win it, which we'll get to
later,
I'm assuming that your other 2 are going to be Cody and Jacob.
But I think Jacob and Cody are in the same qualification match.
Are they going to do
I
that?
think that they're the same qualification match.
Okay, because I was also wondering if they were going to do that.
I think they're in the same qualification match.
So, that third one's just like it could be whoever the hell they want it to be. Probably, actually, hold on, never mind, run that back. As we'll see in a later segment today, I think our 3 SmackDown Elimination Chamber members are going to be Cody, Randy, and Trick.
Ooh,
because
that could be.
Yeah, that seems like a very certain thing to do.
Yeah.
But I guess
anyway, Cody just kind of yapped.
Came out and yapped and said that I'm gonna go to WrestleMania. And he knows what he means to WrestleMania, what WrestleMania
means to him.
So he's gotta be there. You heard? But then after that, we cut to a little backstage segment with
Kiana James and Julia getting interviewed before their women's tag team title match. Kiana James had said that they were trying to make Julia a triple champion since she has the United States title, that they were going to win the tag titles that night, and that Julia was going to go on to the Chamber and win the Chamber to then win at WrestleMania. But about that. Because we then went into that match straight away. There was that Cody segment where he was basically kicked out of the building.
Yeah.
I don't know if that fell before the match or after the match. I can't quite remember.
Mm-hmm.
But there was that segment, which didn't amount to much. He was just leaving, and he was going to be back so that he could participate in his match.
Next week?
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. But Kiana James and Julia had their match against Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky.
Yes.
We started the match with Kiana James and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley kind of did a little fake shot at Kiana James, and she won nothing, so she tagged in out, had Julia come in right away, and Julia was yelling at Rhea Ripley that she didn't want to fight her, she wanted to fight Io.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like these Rio tag team matches have a lot of the same structure. I feel like it starts with Io, and it's just Io getting the crap kicked out of her for a while. And then the whole crowd's like, oh, Rhea. And then, they tag Rhea, and it's like, oh, shit, we got to fight Mommy now. And it's
Yeah.
Big,
Scary.
strong, scary gal. So, but I just feel like that's how it's been. And then she fights, she beats the crap out of whoever, and then she hits a riptide, and then Io hits a moonsault or whatever, and then match is over.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other person gets completely folded in half.
Yeah.
But and they're not bad matches though.
No.
You get Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in the same match.
On the same team,
Yeah.
even.
Low key, not ever going to be a bad match. But I didn't really see them winning this because, again, I personally think that WrestleMania we will see the titles taken off them and given to the Bella Twins. That's my prediction. But
I don't know. I think they'll lose them at WrestleMania. I'm not sure what team yet. Because, yes, the Bella Twins have stated, they want to be in this picture, but I don't know if we're getting them right away and they're going to be in, or if, we're going to do something with Rhea Ripley and going back to the Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair confrontation that they had to get the titles.
Mm-hmm. But
right? No. Did they take them off as Alexa Bliss and Charlotte? The Kabuki Warriors.
But I don't know if we'll.
But Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are still in the hunt, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly. I haven't seen them yet. I like Alexa Bliss to get put in that women's U.S. title
picture.
Yeah. But as for Julia being in Elimination Chamber, I can see it happening. Me personally.
I think she's a great performer.
Yeah.
She has that United States title that they don't have a division around it right now.
I don't have a 6 in mind for the women's chamber, but I have one that if she's not in the Elimination Chamber, someone's going to be a little angry. Obviously, she's not on the main roster currently, but come on, after Sol Ruka performed like that in the Royal Rumble, you got to put her in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So, but as of Raw, for the Raw side of things, I feel like you're going to end up putting both Rhea Ripley, I almost think you're putting both Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
I don't know, because, I think you put in Raquel.
Yeah, I feel like
on that side of things. And I think you put in one or the other of Io and Rhea. Or neither of them, and give some love to some other people. But I don't know what the qualification matches are.
Well, I know the one for this Monday Night Raw has Rhea in it.
Okay.
But I also I forgot what I was gonna say. I feel whichever participant goes into that women's elimination chamber on the Raw side of things is not winning.
Yeah.
Because we already clearly know who's going to go after the
We're
Raw
pretty sure that Liv's going after Stephanie.
So we won't have to really worry about that too much. But at the same time, anything can happen, I guess. But
yeah.
Yeah.
But then we head into, after that match, after Rio and Io win, we head into another small, quick backstage segment between Ilya Dragunov and The Miz.
Yes.
The Miz telling Ilya that he doesn't get a match tonight, that The Miz has talked to Nick Aldis and is taking up the open challenge. And Carmelo Hayes walked in and said that The Miz doesn't deserve the title shot, Ilya does. So their match tonight is just going to be a regular match, and next week it'll be Ilya, Carmelo Hayes for the title.
Yes. And so then, me personally, I don't really know. I don't really want to see Carmelo Hayes drop
the title.
No,
I think...
Or give it back to someone who already had it.
As I said, I think Carmelo Hayes drops the title to Trick Williams in a revival feud from NXT.
But then we segment right after that into the match.
Yep.
And you'll never guess who won this match. I'll tell you.
Carmelo Hayes.
I'll tell you who it wasn't. It wasn't
not
Miz. I don't know if I'll ever see it. Will I ever see him win a match again?
I think you will.
Because he's just on a massive losing streak lately.
Yeah, he's not doing too hot in ring.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess
it wasn't a bad match.
It really wasn't.
Definitely, it was a match that was, kind of in the middle. Wasn't a main event. Wasn't the opener.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't bad, but didn't amount to anything spectacular.
Yeah, it was just a middle of the
road
match. So yeah, I got not really much to say about that, but we'll see next week. Once again, Ilya Dragunov matches. You already know there's gonna be blood in that match.
You don't know that for sure.
Well, I mean, Ilya likes to bleed. I'm sure they're actual blood. I'm sure he doesn't tack himself or bleed himself or whatever it is. But yeah, that's really all I got for that one. Next up, we have
the
first women's Elimination Chamber qualification match
with Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and Lash Legend.
Yes. Chelsea Green was robbed. Me personally. But, I mean...
Even after performance in the Rumble, Lash Legend once again surprised me with her capabilities in ring and being a bit of a monster.
Yeah, but the minute I saw Tiffany Stratton in this match, I knew that was who was going to win.
I knew Chelsea Green wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
With how they played Lash Legend in the Rumble, even with Tiffany being a recent return, I guess she's been out a few months, I still could have seen them giving the win to Lash Legend.
Yeah.
But they went with Tiffany Stratton, and so Tiffany's in the chamber. So I'm betting we get a moonsault off the pot again.
Yeah.
Which is a great spot.
So, yeah. So we have our first of our three women's for the SmackDown side.
First of the 6 in total, we'll say.
I don't really know who the other two could be.
From SmackDown.
I'm hoping one of them is a returning Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
I'll keep saying that until it happens. Or, of course, until it doesn't happen.
Uh-huh.
But the other one, I see them putting in like Alexa Bliss or Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
One of those two. Or, I really don't know, I guess Julia.
Yeah, that could be something.
Or Sol Rica.
We talked about her earlier.
Or Sol Rica.
I think she might get one of the Raw spots.
As long as she's in the match, I don't care. But, yeah, that's really all there is to say about that. I do want to put in a little segue here. I did notice this, and want to bring this up. Why are we not on USA next week? SmackDown's on Sci-Fi next week, the channel.
Huh.
It's for the next 2 weeks, actually. I'm not sure.
I'm wondering if USA is trying to premiere something new or has something going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've done this before. The USA Network has some stuff that it puts over WWE sometimes.
Yeah. I'm just glad that they broadcasted that, or else I was going to be tuning into USA and seeing some random stuff. I'm like, where is my
SmackDown?
Where's my wrestling at? Come on now. But yeah, I just want to point that one out real quick, like. But then after that, we have a little Uncle Howdy. I do believe it was right around this area where this Uncle Howdy stuff. But it's just him going after Solo because Solo took his lamp and he doesn't know the first thing about family and blah 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 blah.
I would like to see this feud come to an end at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Whether that's like a Hell in the Cell match between Uncle Howdy and Solo Sikoa, whether that's just an all free for all between the two factions. But we've been doing this feud since around the time of War Games, and so I understand the feud. I am a little bit tired of it.
Yeah.
Because it's roughly the same thing over and over again, where like Solo doesn't understand family, but like Solo's like, I do. This is my family, and all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of boring, but I feel like that's all the Wyatt Six kind of do.
Yeah, it's what the Wyatt Six does, but I feel like we've been on the MFTs for too long.
The bloodline is not working, bro.
Yeah, that fake bloodline.
We are not reviving the bloodline.
Solo Sikoa's bloodline is not the bloodline.
Yes, sir. But yeah, there's really not much more to say about that. It's the basic stuff every time.
Of course.
But then we get into probably actually my favorite segment of the whole night. I got a good laugh out of this one. And that's, of course, the sensation, Kit Wilson, comes out, and he's basically just dogging on the Royal Rumble participants. He was there, and they didn't let him in. All I see is a whole load of bullshit on my screen. TBH. They should have put him in. I didn't care which Rumble. It literally could have been either
Rumble.
But they should have put him in. But he was just saying how it's like, this, that disgusts me.
Toxic masculinity.
Yep.
And then he called out anyone in the Rumble.
Oh my God.
Come down and face him. And none other than the Obafemi.
Yep.
Came down to the ring. At first, I thought, since Obafemi was on Raw, I'm not surprised he showed up on SmackDown, but I thought we might get the Powerhouse Hobbs, now Royce Keys, come out and do the same thing that Oba did on Raw, but here on SmackDown.
Yes.
But it was once again Obafemi.
Which I understand that.
I understand that too, because technically he's not on either, he's not signed to either brand yet, and just crushed him.
See, I don't know what Kit Wilson's on about. There's no way Obafemi can be toxic because he's an Oba-feminist.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way. He's such a great guy. But, I thought it was quite funny.
I think it fit both characters really well.
Because it's just like, I challenge any of you toxic men from the Royal Rumble to come down. And then it's Obafemi and bro just gets laid out.
Of course.
Thrown around. But, yep. That was that one. And then we get another segment of Drew McIntyre. Comes out. And you know what he says? Absolutely nothing. Because he gets attacked by Jacob Fatu. Your opinions?
It makes sense, but we'll talk about it later, but Drew came out and talked again later. But we need to either you come out and you get attacked and you don't say anything, you don't come out the rest of the night, you got attacked, you're done. Or let him come out, say what he wants to say, and then get attacked as he's walking back, or just don't get attacked at all.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to take up 3 segments of SmackDown with the same person in them every time.
That's fair.
I understand why we did this, but I don't think we need Drew there 3 times. I don't understand why you have to have Drew come out, get attacked by Cody for Cody to give his speech. I don't understand why he has to then get attacked again by Jacob Fatu, and then finally later on deliver his speech.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have him come out and do what he wants. Have him come out, get attacked by Cody, and then Cody gives his speech, and Drew McIntyre waits till next week to respond.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have him get attacked by Jacob Fatu the same night. Maybe let's drag this out a few weeks. Let's have him come out this week, get attacked by Cody. Let's have him come out next week, get attacked by Jacob, and then finally he gets to come out and deliver what he wants to say with this built-up pressure almost.
I guess, you got a 3-hour show to fill out. I guess you can do it that way, but there's definitely other ways.
We have other talent.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to see Drew McIntyre 3 times. But yeah, that's really about it. Then after that, there's another one of them backstage. They literally just copy and pasted the beginning of the show to this because there's another backstage segment. I can't speak English. With Nick Aldis saying to Jacob, he's like, "You get out of here, else you're losing your qualifying."
Yeah, otherwise you're kicked out of your qualifying match.
Yeah.
Another thing, I like the qualifying matches being triple threat matches because you get to showcase more people.
Yeah.
They used to be one-on-ones, which is understandable, but then that limits the amount of people you can even showcase, or you can't get some people who people would expect to not be in the elimination chamber, but makes it look like they have a chance.
Yeah.
If you go back and it's one-on-ones, you might not see Chelsea Green in a qualification match, and you wouldn't expect her to go in like she did this year, but even if she's in this match, there is a chance that she could make it into the chamber. Yep. So I do like the triple threat model, giving it more of an ability to show other superstars.
Yes. But then after that, we get Tama Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Finally I wouldn't say squashing this beef. I don't really know because Tama Tonga won, so I would assume that's going to
I think it's going to lead into something because it was either at the Rumble or the SmackDown before the Rumble that they had a backstage segment where this all started.
Yeah. It was a week or a couple weeks ago. I'm not quite sure.
It was in Saudi because I remember because Saudi has those backstage segments where it has the skyline in the background.
Yes.
And I remember that being there.
But I guess at the same time, I don't know. I just don't know. Because,
Yeah,
again, the MFTers are just.
I don't know if this is gonna lead into something more. Because I don't know if like Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna maybe join the Wyatt Six for like a huge tag match type thing at WrestleMania. Because if you look at it, the Wyatt Six and the MFTs have the same amount of people, but Nikki Cross is in the Wyatt Six, which
Yeah.
WWE doesn't like to do those mixed gender matches.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you take her out and you put in Shinsuke Nakamura since he's beefing with which one is it?
Tama
Tonga.
Yeah.
So since he's beefing with him, you insert Shinsuke Nakamura in there, and then maybe since Nikki Cross is still like a character, maybe she's the reason why the Wyatt Six win, or like she steals the lamp back from Solo Sikoa mid-match, and that like causes some ordeal where the Wyatt Six win.
Yeah. But I honestly have no clue. I don't really know what to say about them.
Yeah.
Because of course the only reason Tama Tonga won, right? Do I have the right Samoan child? Yeah, Tama Tonga won was because the MFTs interfered, which then led to later Solo being, I guess, not so much in a panic, just not knowing where his family is.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, it was there. But next up we have Liv Morgan making her appearance on SmackDown, like she said she would on Raw, to talk smack to the title defenseless.
Yeah,
Jade
we
Cargill.
checked that since last time, and since Jade Cargill's won the title, she has not defended it.
Actually, that's not true. She's defended the title like a couple times at some house shows.
Those do not count.
To find out.
Those do not count.
But yeah, she literally hasn't done anything with it. Like, either do something or get rid of it. I'm sorry, but I guess we'll find out next week when Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill have their match.
Yes.
But so yeah, Liv comes out. Liv and Raquel come out and talk their stuff. But then Raquel wants to speak to Liv about what happened on Monday when she cost her the W. Kind of. I mean,
She did what Raquel asked her not to do.
Well, then, which led to a distraction, and then the whatever to the table, the Hurricane off to the table, all that jazz. Excuse me, but they were instantly cut off by Jade, who just came out and been like, "Yeah, you ain't touching my title," blah 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 blah. And then Jordan Grace came out and said, "Get in line because you could not even be facing Jade at WrestleMania. You could be facing me at WrestleMania."
Yeah.
And then they all started just bickering, and then Nick Aldis came out and he's like, "Oh,
tag match.
Since I know you guys hate each other so much, Jordan, Jade, we're gonna put you on a tag team because that's
the smartest thing to do here."
Yeah. So then we had a tag team match between the two Judgment Day gals and the two gals that hate each other.
Judgment Day and J&J.
Yes, but I don't know. It's just like not a whole lot of
substance there.
It's just the typical, I hate you, but now we're on a tag team. Oh, why
can they coexist storyline?
Well, yeah. But Jordan Grace kind of, I guess, stole the count from Jade to give those two the win. But I guess we'll see how this all unfolds next week with the title match that they have. I'm kind of hoping that Jordan Grace kind of wins because Jade's run has been boring, but I guess that's also booking's fault. But
Yeah.
we won't get into that one. But yeah, that's all I got for this match. So we'll head over to this was
where Drew McIntyre finally
bro
makes
gets
it
to talk.
down.
Bro gets to talk,
gets onto the announce table.
and yeah, he just calls out Cody and Jacob.
Yeah.
For beating him up and being.
He also mentions the Roman picking Punk over him.
Yeah.
Saying how he understands why he made the decision. Instead of fighting a Scottish warrior, he's picking something with tattoos or whatever.
Yeah.
Some, weak person with tattoos who, if he loses, is on his final straw or is going to snap or something.
Yeah. But, yeah, he just goes on for that a little bit. Oh, my God. Dude, today...
Can't speak English today.
Words are just not working. But he goes on his little tangent, and then this is totally setting up how either Cody... I believe Cody's going to win the Elimination Chamber. I think Cody will. And then Jacob is going to...
Yeah, because I think Cody...
his way into the... Because
into
Cody
the match
has to
somehow.
earn his rematch.
Yeah.
So I think the only way to do that is if you have Cody win the chamber. So
Yes.
he earned it, and then Jacob's like, whoa, pal, I want in, and then he gets in, and then we have a triple threat match.
We're going to have another one of those where it's just the contract where they just sign the name, even though that's not how a contract works.
Yeah. I don't know who will win, though.
I don't either. We'll see what the actual matches come WrestleMania.
Yeah. We got to do a way too early prediction.
No, we don't.
Yes,
we don't.
I got to say that Sol Ruka is going to fight for the women's championship.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway. After his little spiel, he was interrupted by Mr. Whoop That.
Whoop that trick.
And he basically says how he's going to win the Elimination Chamber.
I definitely see Trick Williams going to the chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Winning it, I don't think so. I think he will end up at WrestleMania having his feud with Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
I think that we will be like a later build. Like, I think... actually, scratch that. Because I say this, but I don't know what they're going to do with the Carmelo Hayes, Ilya, Miz story. Because now that I think about it, I could also see that being a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Yeah, very good point.
I need to see what Elimination Chamber looks like, if that triple threat is at Elimination Chamber or not, to determine whether I think there will be anything with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams heading into WrestleMania.
Yeah, me personally, I think that your men's Elimination Chamber SmackDown 3 are going to be Randy, which is confirmed because he won. Trick and Cody.
Yes.
I don't know if I already said that. I already just forgot what I said maybe about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, probably.
But that's what I'm saying. The Raw side of things, I don't really know. I know Oba's probably definitely going to be in that because if they put him in a qualifier, he's just going to get squashed.
So I think Oba's in. It really doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else is like a bigger name on Raw.
I would say Brock, but like Brock's just like never there.
No, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Especially with Braun Breaker, as some of you may or may not know, just recently had surgery apparently. So I think he would have been in the chamber, but because of this, he's sidelined. So I think Logan now goes in the chamber, and I think Logan might have been in the chamber anyway. Just because, as I stated before, Logan is really good with these gimmick matches. Mm-hmm. War Games, he did good. He always does good in the Rumble. He's been in the Chamber past few years. Yeah. Does great in those. The gimmick match, he's great in normal matches, don't get me wrong. But these gimmick matches are where Logan Paul, I think, shines.
Yeah. But as for that third guy, I don't know. I've heard some people speculate a returning Seth Rollins, but I think it's too early.
I think that's too early. I could see him coming to Mania. Even that, I think, might be a stretch, but I don't know with the storyline. But I think Elimination Chamber is definitely way too early.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's essentially the end of that segment, which leads us into the main event for the evening. The Triple Threat Elimination Chamber qualifier, which was Solo Sikoa, Randy Orton, and Aleister Black. So,
Even with those names, you knew who was winning that match.
Of course, well, we're just going to watch Randy Orton fall short again. Because why not? But, I don't know, it was good. I love Randy when he does his little RKOs out of nowhere, We thought Alistair had hurt him enough to where Solo was going to hit the Samoan spike, Samoan spike.
Yep.
On him. But then he freezes, he stops, cracks his neck a little bit, RKO.
Yeah.
I love that just because it's funny because it's like, oh, he's hurt. That means he's going to get put down here. No, it's not.
Nope.
But, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad match.
Mm-hmm.
Those are three pretty good superstars. Randy.
Pretty good superstars, but you could definitely tell who was going to win that match.
But, yeah, I mean, he marks the first of our men's Elimination Chamber
entries,
yes. But
all in all,
I thought
it was a pretty good episode of SmackDown.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, we feel like we rushed through it, but there wasn't a whole lot.
There wasn't a whole lot, especially because Drew was there for 3 segments. Mm-hmm. There's more. We're also kind of rushing because we're filming this on a Monday since we had some stuff going this weekend and we need to go watch Monday Night Raw.
We should probably bring that up just right now. We are very busy people.
Yes.
So the scheduling is going to be the start of this. Our scheduling might be very inconsistent.
We're getting there. We're getting some stuff figured out, but we're just starting out.
And last weekend was not a good weekend to start.
Yeah, we're
busy, but. Yeah, we're going to
just starting out, getting things figured out.
We're going to try and get things on track here, but I would like to cut.
Oh, we do have.
We're going to start this new segment.
We do have this one segment. At the end of every week, we have our Wrestler of the Week. And mine personally is Oba Femi. He was fantastic. He went out there, he did a great job on the Rumble, and then both on Raw and SmackDown, he went out there and just crushed people and walked away. Hasn't even spoken a word.
Yeah.
He walked out there against the War Raiders. There wasn't even a match bell that rang. The Warriors were expecting a tag match. He just went out there and squashed them both. And then goes out there because Kit Wilson called somebody out and Oba answered, threw him for a loop, and then walked out. Oba Femi hasn't even said a whole lot on the main roster yet. I think the only time he hasn't said anything since being officially called up from NXT.
Yeah. He literally just goes in there and just beats the shit out of people.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. So, you took mine. Well, I guess you didn't really take mine. But, that's a really good one. So, there's so many other superstars I could pick. This week, what are we counting as a week?
I would say Saturday to Saturday. So you can include the last PLA.
The Royal Rumble. So, you had guys like Trick Williams or ladies like Lash Legend. But I would like to point at one specific female superstar. And that would be none other than Sol Ruka. Listen, gentlemen. Sol Ruka had a beautiful performance at the Rumble.
She did.
And then we get to NXT, which we don't really cover NXT because we don't really... Our Tuesdays are super busy. So
Tuesdays are super busy. We don't watch it.
You better believe that I caught up on those segments. And she has a number 1 contenders match tomorrow, as for the day we were filming this, next Tuesday. It's a tag team match. Her and Zarya, and then Ren and her tag team partner. As you can tell, I don't really know that much.
Yeah.
But it's whoever gets the pin is the number 1 contender for the women's NXT title.
Which I understand, but I don't like how you're doing a number 1 contenders match for a singles title in a tag match. I think that's a little weird.
I think it's because they're trying to drive the story of Zarya and
Sol Ruka splitting. Yeah.
See, part of me really wants Sol Ruka to win the NXT women's title. But part of me also does it because I want her to come up to the main roster.
Yeah.
But to be fair, she could just win that title and then come up to the main roster and win all the titles on the women's titles on the main roster too, and I wouldn't complain. But
this guy, am I right?
Yeah, guys, because yesterday was Soul Sunday, guys. So you better praise. That's why you praise on Sunday. It's Soul Sunday. But anyway, I really need to
Calm down.
chill out, bro. But that's all I really got.
Yeah, I think that's all I have for this episode.
Nothing much more. We'll get back to you
In the next one.
with the next one with Monday Night Raw. And then Friday Night SmackDown with more Sol Ruka news.
This guy.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into another episode of Main Event Breakdown, and we will see you in the next one.
Goodbye.